We're starting another day here by picking up a package that got delivered to the wedding venue here, and it's in questionable shape. This is how it looks. Crating is destroyed, and then underneath is even worse.
Oh, the door and the crating are in the same condition.
I think we're going to take this up and see if we can salvage it. Why? I hate that buzzer on that machine.
It's so loud.
When we get one of these for ourselves, it's going to have no buzzer.
Holy crap.
What's up, Florida boy?
Dude, I didn't want to stay an extra night. You know that. I wanted to come home, but... Dude, I was looking at my phone. The last alert I got was it was going to go off at 2:02, the flight.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the last alert I got. It took off at 3:26
That's perfect time.
a.m. and landed at like 5:30 in the morning in Asheville. No thanks.
So the reason Jason was in Florida was to have this graduation party with the rest of his family for his son, Rowan.
Yep.
He graduated high school. Congratulations, Rowan. And we just realized, though, that Ray has never had a graduation party. Graduated high school, no party.
No party.
And you know what that means? No money.
No money.
That's why you have a party and you invite people.
Only reason.
Yeah, so we're going to throw a party for you, see if we can raise some monies.
Oh, yeah, dude.
And you're only about, 20 years after graduation?
Yeah.
I think it's still okay.
Yeah, I think it's still in the window of still happening.
Yeah,
Actually,
that's fine.
It's exactly 20 years.
Yeah, 20-year graduation
Wow.
party. Yeah.
Yeah, we're having
It's
one
on.
Saturday at the house.
Ray's top guy.
I was top guy.
I know, but now Ray is. You got to jump out halfway. He's claimed top guy while you were gone. He's like, I'm the new top guy.
See who's in the bucket when we get to the top.
We're planning on finishing the siding today. We've got this bit, we've got some around the corner, and then some on the other side of the breezeway. And it's not a whole lot, like as far as the sheer square footage, but we're gonna have to move all around. I'm really hoping we can knock it out. It would be amazing to just say, we're done. So this is our last section of siding on the whole house. Not sure if we have enough siding. Did you? We don't.
We do not.
What are we gonna do about that?
2 foot pieces.
8 pieces short. Okay.
Who figured the siding anyways?
I did.
Well, just checking.
I mean, on a 6,000 square foot house, you're 8 pieces.
Bro,
Yes,
who
that's
are
what
you?
I'm saying.
That's pretty good.
Hey, Brett, what did you say?
As a business owner,
There they go. Truck got fixed. Our lift's in the way.
I got it.
Our spray foam team here is getting set up by covering everything in plastic, including the air handlers, floors, all the windows, of course. And they're going to spray this room out to start with. They're getting close, and I don't have a respirator. They're going to be wearing like a spacesuit helmet right there with oxygen. So I'm going to see if I can set a camera up. They're telling me they waste the first little bit that comes out the hose here. It's no good. So they just spray it on the ground, a couple layers, till he kind of does a visual check that it's doing what it should be. Then you can go ahead with the walls. So the walls will just get an R19, bad insulation, but we do have this rigid R3 on the back of our zip R sheathing, and that in combination with that R19 does a really great job for walls. These guys are also hitting any really tight spots between studs. They're gonna be hard to insulate with conventional insulation with the spray foam so that it's just quicker and easier once they come to do the bats. So that's a really good idea. They've got the second truck coming in here, and maybe they're gonna double team and try to do this whole thing today. Ooh, gosh, and it's super close to running into the other truck. Finally feeling like we're getting out of neutral here. We got spray foam, we got stone, we got siding done.
I like it.
Yeah, it's a good feeling today.
Sound of progress here. Wonderful.
Jason and I are set up in the corner here to go up with this siding. And it's a little tight. We can't get scaffold in here. We can't get the lift in here. And it's loud.
What?
It feels like construction, so I'm excited anyway. But I'm basically gonna go up and I can get up to here to hold this spacer underneath his ladder. Hold the board on that, he can fire it off. Basically, I'm just here to stabilize and keep the bottom where it's supposed to go.
You got the right number?
Yep. 6 off the face, flipped. We just had this exact conversation.
Did you?
Should we flip it? Wait, is it 6 off the face or off the edge flipped?
You know what you're doing?
He's got it. I can't carry 5 things here. Let me lean the level up where I can grab it.
Yeah.
Like how I called 2 things 5 things?
Yeah. Can't carry 17 things. You got the spacer?
Yep, it's in my pocket. All right, get a hand on that for me, and I gotta throw the spacer in. Okay, it's money here.
How's that look up the line? The next board.
Left a little. A little more. Yep. Just shoot 1 so it kind of pivots, you know? Alright. You'll have to read it.
Yeah. To your left?
Left at the bottom?
Yeah. Other way right? I can't tell. Oh, don't move.
Whoa, that's it?
That looks good right there.
Yep. 98 and a half.
98 and a half?
Yeah. Yep. Hit the middle just a little bit. Yep.
Good?
Yep. I got a move you don't see every day right here.
Oh, yeah. What do you call that?
I don't know.
Back whacker?
Yep, that's it.
The old back
The old back whacker.
Oh.
Hey, I got you here.
2 of the best nail gun surgeons in the land right here.
Hold that right there.
See?
There you go. You want to finger it down with this?
You saved his life. There you go.
Ooh, double.
Oh, it was a double rammed in there.
Saved you.
Little plug here. Jason on his channel is building this thing on his deck that's like a 4 seasons room, fireplace, TV, outdoor man cave with a roll-up glass garage door, shed roof. It's like a miniature one of these houses.
Yeah, it is.
And he's going to use this same kind of siding. We got 2 pieces of scrap left. You should take those
Yeah.
and add to your collection.
Yeah.
So hop over to his channel, Building Jay's Way, if you want to see him struggle.
Struggle. Me and Jones every week struggling.
I'm up here on the roof now checking out the work the stonemasons are doing in preparation to laying stone. It's a multi-step process to get ready for this, which includes the flashing, the waterproofing layer, the wire lath, then a scratch coat of stucco, then applying the stone, and then finally the grout. Now that all takes multiple days to do, and we're just waiting for this to all get done so that we can finish installing the roof. Right now we have the scratch coat in place, and what that is a layer of stucco that's bedded into a wire mesh that is what the stone sticks to. You can see the scratch coat is really rough textured, and that's on purpose. They use a really coarse broom or a brush to give it this kind of streaky look. That makes it so that the mortar on the back of the stone, when they stick it, has something really good to grab onto. You could imagine that if this was a really smooth or polished looking surface, that it wouldn't make a good bond and the stones could just fall off later. That is a problem sometimes when you stick real rock to a poured concrete wall, and you have to use a special primer that actually makes a good chemical bond because the mechanical bond of the surface texture is not good. The chimney I'm standing beside right now has great access from the roof deck. You can walk all the way around it. It's not very tall, no ladders or scaffolds required to do the actual work. The other one, however, it's about 30 feet tall. They're having to set up scaffold from the ground up to access the entire face of it. And that takes a lot of extra work. The rocks, of course, are heavy. All of the mortar and things like that is heavy. And it takes a lot of physical labor to get all these materials up high and get them installed.
Where'd you get that tiny room?
I found it behind the door there.
No way.
Look how well it works.
That's working pretty good, better than mine.
We're getting this door patched up. The hinge was ripped out of here and flipped to the outside, but we've got it tacked back together, and then we'll run long screws, I guess, and they'll go all the way into the framing, so it should be fine. That'd be great. I know you love it.
I don't know if you see what I see.
What?
Well, we've got 1/2 inch of siding, 1/2 inch of sheathing, 1/2 inch foam. Right here. I hope we don't have to do something wacky.
Oh, as far as screwing those to framing.
I had to do wacky stuff before to accommodate this.
Because this is an outswing door, the hinges are like exactly into the edge of the sheathing, yeah. We pretty much had this door installed, but then realized that there was gaps between the jamb and the threshold. Same thing on the top, and the only way to fix it is just to jam wedges in really tight, top and bottom, and make the whole door kind of just get squeezed together.
So there we go.
And that was affecting the gap between this edge of the door and the jamb was too wide. So we've installed this thing twice now, but I think it's going to be good this time. Oh, shoot. Shims everywhere yet. All right.
Oh, please.
Pretty good. Let's check it now. See ya. Yeah, that's okay. It was like a 1/2 inch, which would not allow the hardware to catch. That's beautiful.
You loved it.
Loves it.
Let's go home. It's 5 o'clock, boys.
Get out of here.
Let's get out of here.
Oh, man.
Your glasses. Oh,
I
man.
didn't know y'all were filming a nature show out here.
Yeah,
Nobody
we got
told me.
these birds up here. Yeah. The mom bird is like always on this bank while we're working. She won't fly in here till we leave.
Pretty smart.
Yeah. She's dive bombed us a few times. Today's video is brought to you by Camel City Mill Socks. And if you're looking for a way to keep your feet feeling drier in this summer heat, make sure to check them out. Try these out after lunch, see how your feet feel.
Oh, yeah?
Keep them dry.
Camel City Mill socks use merino wool, which is 35% more sweat wicking than cotton or polyester. Now, usually you'd think of wool socks as very thick and you'd want to wear them in the winter because they do wick sweat and they keep you warm. Most wool is single plied, and they've developed a special thread, iron-side merino wool with filaments that are plied multiple times for much greater strength and durability. And because their wool is so much stronger, they're able to weave thinner knits that no other brand can do. And very importantly for you guys on your feet for 12 or 14 hours, they do weave a light compression into the sock to keep your blood flow going through the day so your feet don't ache after a long day. And I've put a ton of long, hot days in these merino wool socks, and they really do perform well. Camel City Mill is serious about their socks, and they have a 10-year durability guarantee where if they rip or tear, just send them back and they will replace them for free up to 10 years. Get up to 30% off on your favorite work socks from Camel City Mill with their July 4th sale. It's 7/3 through 7/6 only, and there's a link down in our video description below the video that'll take you where you need to go to get some great socks. Thank you, Camel City Mill, for sponsoring our video. We really appreciate it, and let's get back to work.
It smells like something.
What are you
Like
getting?
food, chicken noodle soup. Smell it. Tell me if it does.
I don't know what kind of chicken noodle soup you've been eating. I wouldn't say
Come
it's...
on, somebody.
No.
If I catch you drinking that, you gotta go home.
Sure he doesn't have a spoon.
We're back at the job this morning, and we're staining some boards that we picked up locally here. Ray's got one, and they're going to be used to wrap some of these faux beams that are above the roof so that Hector can finish the roof and we don't have to get back on it. We're running into a problem already, though. We had to sand one of these boards because it had like black scuffs on it, and the stain took way darker. So that's the sanded board. This was a non-sanded board. Check out the difference of just sanding the board versus not sanding it. So what we're going to do now is flip all the other boards that we already stained and sand them and then stain them again so that they match that. I think that's actually closer to the real color. You ever heard the saying, don't piss into the wind?
Yeah.
It kind of applies for shaking out your sawdust.
I should have checked it. There is no wind. I don't even know what's going on.
And right in your shoes. So let's put the 100 on that sander and put the 150 on that sander.
Okay.
You can hit it,
Well,
and then he can hit it.
yeah, so if I do the 100 on this one, and then he does 150 on that one, and I go first, it'll be like the same thing I did the first time.
That's a great idea. Where did Jono go? He's driving, Jamie?
Yeah.
Is that what he's doing? Oh my gosh. I mean, hey.
This is what happens when you don't show up to work on Mondays. You get to just drive your boss around.
Look how happy he looks, though. I mean, he's loving it. And so is Jamie. You've been replaced, Ray.
I know.
Hey, I'm trying out a new hat today. Check this out.
Is that your skull?
Yeah. No, it's a bump liner from Milwaukee. It's like a hard hat disguised as a ball cap.
That's kind of cool.
Not a full hard hat, but it has some level of protection.
Wow.
Like if you just walk into something like we do all the time when you have a brim of a hat down and knock yourself stupid. Hopefully that's gonna not.
I'm already stupid.
I'm not gonna be as stupid, I guess. Another thing we're testing out here is adding a brake to some of this metal fascia. It's a steel fascia, but it's like a foot tall. So when you nail it up, it still gets a little bit wrinkly because of the points you nail it are rigid, then in between it isn't rigid enough. So Hector's got this metal brake that you roll across it and it adds this chine or brake to it that basically makes the face of it more rigid. And I think we're gonna have to do this on the high sides that don't have a gutter. I think this is a good fix. It's gonna look really great. And they're just going to get to it. Also today, the insulation is wrapping up. They've got the spray foam done and a few more places where they're doing bats in the walls. But as I'm walking through the house here, I'm seeing that like 95% of it is done, which is awesome. And it's shockingly quiet in here. And it's a nice temperature. So it's obviously working, and that means we can start hanging drywall really soon. Now that the stain is dry, we're gonna go for 2 coats of this exterior polyurethane. It's water-based, so it'll dry nice and quick and hard. We'll be able to scuff it, sand it slightly, and get another coat on it. And Jason's the sight guy. It's really hard to tell since it's clear if you've missed a spot, unless you get down here and get an eye on it and you can see if there's a spot that's dry. Ray loves it when you're like, hey, you missed a spot. Oh my gosh.
He's like, I can't see it. I was like, bro, that's why I'm looking, man. I wasn't being mean.
That was not my tone, number
Oh,
one.
it was your tone.
Number 2, I wasn't yelling at you.
Hey, and second of all,
You guys don't piss each other off because then I'm gonna be doing this myself. Hey, I got a ladder set up, but I'm gonna go ahead and just prepare you. Someone left it laying in the mud and it rained on it. So. Our plan is to get the numbers off of all these beams for the trim and then build the whole box, the whole assembly on the ground, pocket screw together, and then just bring it up here and whoop, slip it in and shoot it on. So you just want to leave an extra 1/8 inch on the width and the depth or whatever so that we make sure it goes tight to the soffit, I would think.
I think so. I'm writing down the absolute precise measurements, and then if I'm gonna oversize it, I'll do that down there on the sawhorse.
We're using this bench model Craig jig right here to go ahead and pocket screw some of this stuff together from the back. And if you've never used one, they can be adjusted to all different thickness materials to where the pilot holes you drill and everything works out for the length of the screws. So they catch, but they don't pop through the face of your finished material. So Jono's doing the set screw on this collar right here, and you want to show how it. So if you lay it in there to the collar, the main part of the bit goes down there to 3/4 of an inch, which is the thickness of our material. And then this part also goes up and down, and we've got it set for 3/4 material. So now I think we're good to drill some boards. So there's what you end up with.
Okay.
These really shallow drilled angled pockets.
Okay.
And you can run screws in, and you can see they hit bottom and hopefully won't pop through the bottom piece.
Now these two we're just going to add together. We got a little bit of a weird situation. I don't know if this is a good sawhorse here that we're working on.
Is this balanced on the center?
It's not very flat. We kind of need something flat. Maybe I don't see anything flat.
Oh, you got me stained.
Dang it. Sorry about
What in the world?
I'm just trying to get a little piece of wood here. All right, here. Sorry about that.
Golly.
Well, the idea
Oh, there's a nail right there.
this is a great table. That's all I can say. The idea is this right here. Okay,
Yeah.
something flat. If I didn't have my hand right in the way.
All right.
Is that tip long enough? Go
We'll
ahead.
see.
Go ahead, it's fine.
Okay.
Yep.
There you go.
Okay. You can go try that one while I start the next one. It's a little more complicated to build, so.
Okay.
I didn't leave a lot of clearance extra.
Okay.
The 1/8 inch thing.
You didn't do that. Okay. Oh yeah, thank you. Perfect. So this is a 15 gauge finish nailer. They're thicker than a 16 gauge, which is your typical, and they're a better galvanized nail is the main reason we like to use them on the outside stuff. It's like an exterior grade galvanized versus like the other ones are galvanized, but they're interior grade only. So the face of these is not gonna be wood, it's gonna be a metal piece that's black, kind of like the soffit material, that's gonna cap the end and wrap around the edges. So all this that's exposed edges will be covered and kind of safe from the weather. Wow. Jamie's got another one made here. You can see this one's notched out to go around the bump out here. And so hopefully that's gonna all work out. You wanna help me hold this, Jono? Yeah. You almost got away, but not quite. Oh. Looks pretty beautiful. I'm gonna shoot it. So Jamie's just cutting all this with a circular saw by hand. We don't have a chop saw here, and this is actually, you know, kind of a skilled thing, like precision, but they're turning out great.
Yeah.
Because you're pretty good with a circular saw.
Well, I appreciate that. I feel confident that it's high enough quality for the task here. A table saw would make it easier, but since some of these have angles, it takes a minute to set a table saw to a precise rip with an angle involved. I just don't think it's gonna be a whole lot easier.
We're almost out of stain, so Jono's just having to grind the stain in here with the little bit he's got left on his brush. And that's how you hold it like that.
It's like a 4-year-old eating his dinner with his fork holding like this.
It's working though.
Bro, put some stain on that thing.
Oh, he got it.
You gotta hack to it, put some stain on that thing.
Oh wait, I got this side too. It's just a solid sheet.
Mine.
Oh, that was water.
What in the world? You thought that was water, I'm not sure. It's raining.
Just like it, look at it.
Yeah, because most water comes in one of these.
Can't tell the difference.
Yo, easy. Who do you think you are, dude? You think you're me? Think you're me?
That's not coming off of there.
That ain't coming off. Let's get this thing on here and get it. It's raining.
Okay.
All right, check it out, our man just got done doing all the bands in the basement all the way around in foam. So in the basement down here, they're also doing the floors in bat insulation, but that's just for sound, like sound insulation from floor to floor. Not a bad idea. It's hard to put in later.
Yeah, it's good because the fiberglass will actually touch the backside of the drywall, and that drywall, if it vibrated, would transmit sound.
Oh no, don't start.
To the upper
Here we
level there. So it really, it not only the sound has to go through that material, but it actually laying against the drywall is better.
A dampener.
Dampener, there you go. More damper.
Now that we have these wrapped, Ray's gonna come around with another coat of polyurethane on them, and then probably another.
Another? What?
Sure.
Well, why not another after that?
I mean, I think as many as
then
we can
another one.
stand is how many we should put.
I can only stand one more.
Okay. Hopefully these will weather well. They are completely underneath the overhang, and like I said, they'll have that metal cap on them. But on the plans, if you guys remember, the beams stuck out 2 feet past the roof, like 2 feet out. And we decided against that because we thought they would rot off of there eventually. Pretty quickly.
Definitely.
We got another side all prepped up for stonework here, and that was nice. We didn't have to cut these accurate at all because basically the top edge is going to get covered like 1 inch by soffit material. The back edge is going to get covered 2 inches by stone. So we just basically aligned the face, shot them on, done.